What's up, everyone? It's This Week in Football, and today we've got our MVPs for the top 5 European leagues. So let's start off with League One for me. For Ligue 1, I've got Kylian Mbappe, who I think is the best player in the world, along with Benzema currently. He's an incredible playmaker. He's insane at basically everything he does: passing, carries, progressive passes, progressive carries, all of it. I mean, shot creating actions, goals, he produces all of that. He's just simply a phenomenal player. So I think that was an easy one for me. Let's go on. Next one for me is Karim Benzema for La Liga. And yeah, this one's also a very obvious choice. He's basically like what Mbappe was this year. They're very alike in that way. Progressive passes, they can pass, they can dribble, they can score. They basically do everything offensively, and they really carried their teams this year. For Bundesliga, I had between Lewandowski and Nkunku, but I chose Christopher Nkunku. I think he's just more well-rounded than Lewandowski is, and I think he was more valuable to Leipzig this year than Lewa was to Bayern. But Lewa is also insane. And yeah, Nkunku can press a little bit too. He's a good aerial presence. There's a lot to him. Then for Premier League, for me, it's between Salah and Son, and I had to go with Salah here because Son is good, the non-penalty stuff, but non-penalty goals and stuff, but per 90, still Salah is better in non-penalty goals plus assists. So, and also with the expected goals, he's better. So, I had to go with Salah here. Also, his playmaking is also better, but Son is also an incredibly talented player, but I think Salah just carried his team more as well. Well, no, not carry his team. Son carried his team more, but I think Salah was incredible this year. And finally, for Serie A, Serie A is always interesting. This year, I looked at Luis Muriel, the thing is, he has really good per 90 totals, but he's like a super sub kind of player, so he's not enough of a presence for me to really consider him, but if he played the full 90 and produced like that, he'd definitely be at the top. Also, he plays for Atalanta, who slipped this year, so yeah, I don't think he's MVP worthy, but I also looked at Glisson Bremer, but the team he played for, it wasn't really his fault, and Bremer was incredible. He was locked down. He was definitely the best defender this year. But for me, it's got to be Rafael Leao. I think he carried. Milan was just a really good team this year, great manager, all that. Rafael Leao was just simply insane. Scoring wise, he carried his team, assists, all of it. I mean, dribbling, he's just a phenomenal player. He's a generational talent. Yeah, I don't know. I think some people might think I'm overrating Leao, but he's just an incredible player. And yeah, if I were a Roma fan, if I were a Milan fan, I'd be hoping they hold on to him, which they might not. But yeah, he's an incredible player. Milan really got a good one. Let's see what happens with him. Anyway, that is my MVPs. We're now turning it over to Diego.
Hey guys, so today we're going to go over the top players from the top 5 leagues of the world and the top player internationally. So basically the team of the season. Well, first we'll start off with La Liga. I think this season is definitely it's got to be Benzema, right? He's a Ballon d'Or contender. He led Real to win the Champions League. He scored countless goals, and he's playing really well for France ever since his return. For France, I think I'd have to give it to Mbappe because, he's been unbeatable, basically. And, I would give it to Messi because I'm a Messi fan, but still, I have to admit that Mbappe has just been better this season, at least in the French league. In the Prem, I'd have to give it to Gundogan, man. He's been so clinical the entire season for Man City. He scored one of the goals against Aston Villa to win the league, and he's just been super important in the club. In the Bundesliga, nothing's really changed. Lewandowski's just been the best of the season. Maybe Nkunku's been giving him a little bit of a challenge, but still, it's got to be Lewa. And for the Serie A, I think it's definitely, even though he's like near in his 40s actually, it's got to be Ibra, man. He's such a leader. He's led his team, like AC Milan to win the league, which they haven't done in years actually, because Juve's just been dominating the title. He's just been like a hugely important part of the team. Internationally, I think I have to give Messi the spot, man. He's led Argentina from basically ruins to being the leader of a world-class team, a true World Cup contender for the first time in 8 years. He's just been super important. He's won the Copa America. He's won that was last summer, but still, he's won the Copa America. He's won the Finalissima against Italy. Even though they haven't qualified for the World Cup, even if they did qualify, they would be contenders for the championship. Yeah, that's my top 5 players, and Messi.